Peter as he gives his speech titled The Cultural Clash. Thank you.
When I was in class 3, I went to a new school. We had relocated from Nyeri to Nairobi. And there I was among a class of new boys that I'd never met, who had never met me. And I needed something that would make me stand out from them, that would convince them that I was equal or superior to them. So I came up with a phrase to describe myself. And I introduced myself as a black German. Think about that. A black German. Anyone with any knowledge of geography, anyone with any knowledge of the history of Germany, would understand that there cannot be a person who is a black German, and if there were, they would not be the ones introducing themselves as such. But the boys were amazed and they were in awe. And one of the reasons why I did that is because I was ashamed of my Africanness. I was in a mixed cultural school where there were many white children, there were Indians, and there were very rich young African children who all had British accents, American accents, and I felt inferior. So I needed something to explain my inferiority. And that was it. And I realized when I look back on my life that there have been instances where I have sought to tone down my Africanness in an attempt to appear better than I am by assuming the cultures of other individuals and other groups of individuals. And this became particularly intense for me when I began to write about family businesses. And one of the temptations that we have as Africans is to imagine that other cultures have nailed the issue of family business succession to the extent that we begin to say, even to other Africans, we should become like Asians. And if you're among the Akamba like myself, then the Akambas keep saying, inside the villages, we should become like the Kikuyus. In terms of becoming entrepreneurial, in terms of becoming business-minded, because we blame the state of our economy within our countries on the fact that maybe that we are not enterprising. But when I began to do my research, I began to understand that there are fallacies that we have come to believe as truths, especially where family businesses are concerned. And the first fallacy became real when I was doing my research. And then you discover that the Africans, in terms of the Akamba, my people, were actually the intercontinental traders from the 1500s all the way to the 1800s when Kenya was colonized. Now to explain it to you as this, the Kamba people used to export goods to India and import goods from India and come and distribute them within the entire African continent as far as Zambia and other countries are concerned. We owned the trade routes. And I did this because when I was researching about the tire business, you know the second-hand tire business, who dominates second-hand tires? Rita, you're laughing. If you get a puncture at night in any town in this republic, any town, just go to the border guys and ask Wapi Wakamba. And for sure, if they give you the number of Wakamba, that person will inevitably know that there's something about second-hand tires. And that was the case. And I discovered that the way that second-hand tires dealers are distributed, even from here to Uganda, down to Zambia, and all the way to South Africa, the dominant groups of people who deal in second-hand tires, among those routes are Akambas. So you go back to the history and you discover those were the trade routes from before, for Africans. And it was important to me for three reasons. The first one, to recognize that there is no culture that is superior to any other culture. I don't care if you're white, you're black, you're yellow, you're brown. It doesn't matter. No culture is superior to any other culture. The second one, that every culture, every individual, every family has something to contribute towards the development of a nation and a republic. Every nation needs the individuality of the people within it to become the united fabric that we all desire. But the third and the most important is this. The challenges of African business successions are not unique to Africans. They are not unique. And this is what I mean. We see it splashed in the headlines. The Karumes are fighting. The Kirimas they've mistreated their father. There he was. Remember when he was hanging out of a window,
Yes.
seeking medical treatment,
Yes.
and then we were told, now this is the African story. And then just more recently, Ken Okoth,
Yeah.
and the saga of a person in Kasipul Kabondo saying that we must inherit Monica. A bloodthirsty, bloodshot eyes individual saying that this is what must happen, that woman must come here and she must become mine. And that was their statement. And that is the image of African culture that ends up being projected on the world screen and ends up making us look backward and broken as individuals. And that is not true. My argument today is threefold. The first is that we are in the midst of a generational transition. Believe it or not, that from independence, we had one transition from the Europeans to the Africans, and those were our parents. And now our parents are dying. Everybody in this room, I assure you, your parents are dying. Do you understand that? That within the next 10 years, our parents are dying. And because they are dying, then there's going to be a generational transition, and whether we like it or not. And we must manage that generational transition within our cultural context. The second, that this generational transition offers us both danger and very significant opportunities. Every one of us here, even if I don't know you by name or by background, which I do, I am convinced that where you come from, you are very asset rich, but very cash poor. Now I'll repeat it again. We who are sitting in this room are very asset rich and very cash poor. And the point is going to reach where we must make a decision about what it is that we're going to do to usefully utilize the assets that are at our disposal. But the third one, and the most important for me, if we do not manage this generational transition that is happening right now before our eyes, you will see conflicts within your families that you will not believe, even if I describe them to you. I know that because right now as we speak, my family has been in conflict for 30 years. And it is because my parents died early. They were your parents' peers. And they died early. So I'm 30 years ahead of you. So I understand this too. And I want to implore you to resolve those issues within your family businesses in a manner that builds up our cultural values and doesn't tear them down.